We are sitting at 98,393 Canadian for a 2025 Silverado High Country here in black. Overall, I do have to say that the Chevy is cheaper. It's about $6,000 cheaper than the GMC there, and it's going to come down to a preference, I think. All right, everybody, I've got a 2025 Chevy Silverado High Country here in black. Personally, I prefer the GMC truck a little bit more than the Chevy, but it's just going to come down to a personal preference. Now, we'll start here at the front. We've got LED daytime running lights with LED lights. We've got those LED fog lights down there with some nice brushed aluminum trim right down at the bumper there. We've got two recovery hooks there with your parking sensors on the bumper. Now, as we carry into the middle, I like that blacked out Chevy bow tie badge. We can see we got the High Country name there on the right, and then we've got a 360 camera, so we got a camera there at the front. Now, below those headlights, we do get some venting there at the sides, as we can see. Also, one thing that is a nice touch is the hoods are different on basically the GMC version and the Chevy, but I like the fact that they put the 6.2 badge there on the hood. And I do have to say I like this hood a little bit more than that GMC hood, which is a little bit more plain Jane. That's what the GMC Denali looks like. Let me know in the comments what you think looks better. Personally, I do have to say I think the GMC truck does, but that's just my opinion. That's it at the front here, guys. Let's take a look underneath the hood and go over that 6.2. All right, so underneath the hood here, we've got that naturally aspirated 6.2 liter V8. We got 420 horsepower with 460 pound-feet of torque with the 10-speed automatic transmission. I mean, the motors are the same. I truly love the fact that GM is still keeping these V8s. We don't have any twin-turbo V6s like the Ford and the Ram pickup trucks, but I like the sound of these a little bit more and the response just a little bit more. And that's it at the front underneath the hood here, guys. Let's take a look around the truck and go over its details. So taking a look around the Silverado here, we'll start with the tire and wheel setup. We're sitting on 275 50 R22s, and you can see we got a really nice blacked out rim here with the blacked out Chevy bow tie. We've got a carpet aligner inside that fender there, which is a nice touch to add. We've got the High Country badge here on the fender. Mirror cap here is a nice brushed aluminum with a light and then a camera underneath. As we carry over to the side of the truck, I'll give you guys a side profile view. This is also a 5.5 foot bed, but you can see we've got some chrome and some brushed aluminum. So the door handles there are chrome. You get keyless entry only on the front two doors. We've got a nice brushed aluminum piece at the bottom of the door with the Silverado name there at the bottom of the passenger door. We've got a running board there with some chrome and some black. And then we also get some chrome here around the windowsill. Now, as we open up the front here on the passenger side, the seat feels and looks really nice. It's got like a two-tone and perforation. It's kind of like a brown. We got the High Country name there on the headrest as opposed to the Denali one having here on the seat. As we carry down, we've got your seat adjustments there, High Country there on the door sill, and then we've got a nice carpet there. We've got some wood trim here on the top glove box area and some nice soft touch there on the dash. As we carry over to the door, we do get some more wood trim, lock and unlock. I like the High Country name there with a nice Bose speaker. That's at the front. And then as we carry to the back, same type of material. We got nice wood trim there, soft touch. We got the speaker there down below. Nothing here on the door sill. And then here is what the seat looks like on the passenger side. As we open the cubby here, we have one here and then also on the other seat on the driver's side. And then in the middle, we've got heated seats with USB-C, USB, and then we got some cup holders there. Here is what the tire and wheel setup looks at the back. Same size, and then we get a carpet liner inside at the rear fender. So that's it for a side profile view, guys. Let's take a look at the back. So in the back here of the Silverado, we can see in the middle, we got Chevrolet stamped right there in the tailgate. We got Silverado on the left, High Country there on the right. We've got dual exhaust there, as we can see on the bumper with your parking sensors. And then we've got those side steps there on the side of the bumper with beautiful tail lights there above those. Now, this one doesn't have the multi-flex tailgate as the GMC behind me does, but we do get a camera and a light. And then as we push this button, this is a soft open and automatic open tailgate. This is a spray and bed liner from Chevy, as we can see the badge there right in the middle. And then we do get a plug here, a 120. With two cargo lights, one there and one there, and then you actually get a big one there at the top. Two cameras there, you got one for your mirror and then one for your bed. But overall, it's got a lot of tie downs. You got 3 in each corner, which is good if you need to obviously clamp things down. But you know what, overall, it's a nice bed. Now you can click the button here and the tailgate will come up automatically, or you can actually do it inside. That's it for the back here, guys. Let's take a look at those rear seats behind the driver. Okay, so hopping in to the rear seats behind the driver's seat. Start here with the door panel. We got nice soft touch material, some wood trim, Nice brushed aluminum and some chrome. Soft touch with some two-tone brown stitching. As we can see, you got your window control there with the speaker. Nothing here on the door sill. As we carry to the top here, we get a nice plush seat, which feels good. Now the seats do fold up, so you have more access at the bottom of it for more room. As we carry in the center here, we've got two heated seat buttons with USB, USB-C with two vents, and then two cup holders at the top. Now this one doesn't have a full panoramic moonroof, but you do get an indent here for some taller passengers so they don't hit their head. Also get a front sunroof, and then you get a handle here. So that's it for a back profile view, guys. Let's take a look at the front. So hopping into the driver's seat here of the Silverado High Country, we'll start with the door panel. We get a nice soft touch material with some wood trim, and then we've got your window and mirror controls here with lock and unlock and memory seating. I like this High Country badge there. Down here below, we've got that Bose speaker. As we carry over to the door sill, we get High Country there. On the seat here, we get the High Country there on the headrest, and then we got that nice two-tone coloring there on the seat. You get your seat adjustments there, and then you also get a handle up here to help you get in as opposed to grabbing steering wheel. Overall, it's a nice place before we hop in, so let's go take a look inside. So we are inside the Chevy High Country here. We'll start with the steering wheel. Feels nice at the touch. We've got your cruise control here on the left with the heated steering wheel button. Over here on the right, we've got your Bluetooth settings here with your controls to control your front infotainment. Now, as we can see here inside the Chev, compared with the GMC, this here is more of a blue color than a black in the GMC. You can control the front infotainment with these buttons here. You do get some paddles there at the back. On the left side of the steering wheel, you get your toggle for your wipers. Over here on the left side, we've got your 4x4 settings here with your light, and then this does have an automatic telescopic steering wheel. Now these buttons here also control your front heads-up display. You do get some soft touch material at the top with some brown stitching. As we carry over to the passenger, we've got that nice wood trim, and then you also have that upper glove box area. They also get a handle there too, which is nice to know, and then you get some brushed aluminum. Here is your front infotainment, and as you can see, it has a more blue color where the GMC is more black. You do get some storage up here too, but overall, I like the screen size. It's very intuitive. You got your maps here, which you can change, and then you can scroll through here. You can put your audio there. I like the clock. I think it's just a little bit of a classy view. You can hit this home button here, and then you can go to audio, you can go to maps. You can basically go to whatever you need. You can go to your settings here too, climate. It's got some apps there as well. Now, one thing you can do, which I'll show you, is I'll go to your camera view so you can see the camera quality here is fantastic. You got a lot of camera angles too. You got, rim cameras. It's just going to depend on what you want. There's the bed camera too. Overall, it's a really intuitive screen. Over here on the left, we've got your home button with volume, and then you've got some buttons here, lane keeping assist. This here is your tailgate button, which can go up and down. And then this here will put all your windows down. It doesn't have the windows go all the way up, which I wish it did. Down here, we've got your push button start, trailer brake controller, climate control buttons here, which is dual zone climate with heated and ventilated seats on both sides. You've got USB and USB-C. Down below your climate control, we've got a cubby here. As we carry over to the middle, we've got your center console shifter, which feels nice. And then we've got two cubbies here, and then we've got your cup holders. As we carry over to the center console, we'll lift it up. We've got a 120 there, wireless charging pad, and then a USB and USB-C, and then a deep pocket there, as we can see, with a light. Center console feels good. It's nice and soft. At the top here, we've got your rear camera here, as we can see that goes on and off. And then we've got a rear sliding window button, and then you got your on start. Overall, it's a nice place to hang out, and it feels pretty good, I do have to say. The window sticker is right behind me, so let's go talk about that. So here's the window sticker of this truck. We are sitting at $98,393 Canadian for a 2025 Silverado High Country here in black. And then here are the options that are on it. So overall, I do have to say that the Chevy is cheaper. It's about $6,000 cheaper than the GMC there. And it's going to come down to a preference. I think $6,000 is not a crap ton of money difference between the two. But I think a lot of people might be a little bit more loyal to obviously whatever brand. So let me know what you guys think about this truck in the comments. I think it is a beautiful truck inside and out. Like I said, it's just going to come down to personal preference and then probably options. So that concludes this video, guys, and we will see you in the next one. Cheers.